Hello, okay, welcome to This Taboo cast sessions. Is that all kinds of wrong for a name? With Eviana. Okay, so I've been having like sort of more requests over the past 12 hours or something like that of people for like more videos of me talking rather than writing. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or as an insult. And I basically just have like things to get off my chest really, which is basically like my peeves of like being a sex blogger. The first one is definitely when people are like, oh yeah, so I see that you do like sex journalism, and I see that you write about sex a lot, and you write about relationships, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. And then they're like, that's really cool, so what do you write about then? And I'm like, well, I write about sex and relationships and fetishes. And then they're like, oh no, yeah, that's really awesome, yeah, so what do you write about then? And I'm like, sex, fetish and relationships. And they're like, oh yeah, so that's really cool, so like, so what do you write about? And I'm literally just like, wow, sex. And then I end up like linking in my website, and I'm literally just like, here you go, just go read my blog, and then they just don't read it. So it's kind of like, are you really interested in what I write about, or are you just interested in the fact that I'm knowledgeable about sex and relationships? Another one is when people are like, oh, you write about sex and relationships, that's really intimidating. Oh wow, I should probably watch what I say. And it's like, do I come across frightening? Nah. I am like the most laid back, most chilled out, most relaxed girl ever. But if you are rude to me, I just won't talk to you. Like, simple as. My other pet peeve is when people are like, oh, okay, yeah, you write about sex. Oh, give me a minute. You must know a lot about it then. You must be very knowledgeable. I'm sure you're quite the talent in the bedroom. No, again, just because I write about sex does not mean that I'm like brilliant at it. For all I know, I could be bloody shit. I don't know what I'm like in bed. I haven't had sex with myself. Or, I suppose I kind of have really though, haven't I? Okay, anywho, another one that really annoys me is when people are like, oh yeah, okay, so what do you do? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a sex and relationships blogger. And then they're always like, oh, I thought that just said that I get paid for sex. Like, no, read it. It blatantly says that I write about sex and relationships. In what sentence of, oh, I write about sex and relationships, does it say I get paid for sex? And people are like, haha, read that wrong, sorry. And it's literally just like, fucking idiot. Another one is, you must get a lot of sex. No, that's absolute bullshit. I try everything to try not have sex, actually. I definitely don't sleep around, or anything like that, so no. So yeah, these are just my pet peeves, and I just sort of like wanted to get them off my chest really, because these are things that people say to me every day, and it just annoys me. But you know, I throw it over my shoulder. I've got a sense of humour, laugh it off, get on with my day. I'm definitely like having a cig out of my dad's car right now. If he comes out and sees that I'm sat on the seat having a cigarette out the door, he'll go mental. Another thing that people have asked me is, what do my family think of this? Well, if my family knew how graphically I write on my blog, with them being so fucking Roman Catholic, the Vatican will probably perish into flames. But no, they know that. I mean, like they know that I've done burlesque and everything like that. So they sort of like know that I've sort of like had a lifestyle for years and years and years that is based around like the burlesque industry. You know, like it's a sexual thing, is doing burlesque. But I think they just choose to ignore it really. At the end of the day, my family wanted me to go be a midwife and deliver babies for a living, but instead I write erotica, and I write about romance, and I write about relationships, and I write about sex and BDSM and all of that stuff, and I really like it. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy writing about it. So I guess they just sort of like choose to let me get on with it really. They don't really have much to say about it. But yeah, they definitely choose to ignore it. my grandma knows that I write about sex, and my grandma knows that I write erotica, and she also knew that I did burlesque, and she went, well, love, if that's what you'd like to do, then I will support you. So yeah, that's what my family think of it. I don't think they really like that I do it, but at the end of the day, I'm just writing. I'm not out there like doing it, so but yeah, so that's it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed car sessions with Eviana. I will be posting up later. I will be doing a relationship post, a fetish post, and a sex post today. So keep your eyes open. The relationship one is how to deal with the fact if you get cheated on, and how I think the best ways are to cope with it and to go about being cheated on. The sex post is I'm actually going to do a post on safe sex today, and I am also, and then fetish wise, you'll just have to wait and see. I still haven't really decided yet what fetish I'm going to write about today, but there'll be 3 posts up tonight. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Goodbye.